Well, Legendary Axe 2 for the TurboGrafx-16. Here's one I bet you guys didn't know I had. I've been holding out on you. Oh, look at that. I picked this one up. I can't remember where. Locally. And, I've been wanting to show you this for a little while, and I kind of forgot all about it. I got some newer TurboGrafx-16 games since. And then I realized, oh yeah, I hadn't even shown them Legendary Axe 2 yet. I had this game on the TurboGrafx-16 back in the day. It's a pretty decent game, although I've never played the original. But anyways, let's check it out, shall we?
Alright, here we go. This is Legendary Axe 2 for the TurboGrafx-16. And then we realize we're playing the game. I had to shut up there because the music in this game is awesome. It really shows off the music chips in the TurboGrafx-16 or PC Engine, which a lot of people have talked about. Maybe there's not as many. There's a lot of games that really don't show off the sound processors in TurboGrafx-16 very well. This game does. The music is wicked in this game. And so anyways, this is Legendary Axe 2. Obviously it's a sequel, and like I said, I have not played the original. This game came out September 1990 in Japan for the PC Engine. It came out shortly after, I believe, the same year in North America. Different name. One problem with this game is the fact it's called Legendary Axe, and your main weapon really is a sword. The name Legendary Axe is it's the North American name for the game. The Japanese name, dare I even try to pronounce it, Enkoku Densetsu. There you go, Luke, you can laugh at that. Roughly translates into Dark Legend. But in North America, they didn't call this game Dark Legend. They called it Legendary Axe, and a lot of people think that they called this game Legendary Axe because there was, of course, a game over here that was already popular called Golden Axe. We all know Golden Axe. It's a Sega arcade game, and a lot of people think that by calling this Legendary Axe, it was kind of like an advertising trick to kind of play off the popularity of Golden Axe. But anyways, like I said, I've never played the original, and from what I've seen, from what I've read, from what I've heard, actually there's a guy on YouTube, I think it's Star Soldier, does a lot of TurboGrafx-16 games, and he really tore this game a new ass. He did not like this game, and it seems that people that played the first one, a lot of people that played the first one, didn't like the sequel. So, like I said, I'm not sure why. I've never played the original, and you know, having not played the original, this is a pretty good game to me. I mean, maybe it's not as good as the original, and that was what the disappointment was. But yeah, this is definitely a very good game, I think. Definitely a must-have for the TurboGrafx-16. Part here pisses off a lot of people. I remember, I don't know who did a review on this game, or who did I don't know if that was Nintega playing this game. Well, he's really good at games, so he probably wouldn't get frustrated. Someone playing this game. Oh, maybe it was Star Soldier at that part there. He's getting really pissed off because you keep falling down that waterfall trying to jump, work your way up to the top. But yeah, like I said, I got this game I don't say when it came out, but I had a TurboGrafx-16 in the early 90s, and that's basically because my parents couldn't afford a Super Nintendo. So, you know, when people started getting Super Nintendos in probably 92, 93, I got a TurboGrafx-16, and I had that for about a year, then I sold it and got a Super Nintendo. So, there you go. But this is one of the few games that I had for it at the time. And so, you know, I thought it was pretty good. I didn't have any of the Bonk games back then, so this is probably the best game that I had for the TurboGrafx-16 when I actually had one. Here's the second boss fight. Probably should talk about the gameplay a little bit, but I mean, it plays like, oh jeez, I don't know, what would you say this plays like? Side scroller. It doesn't really play like Golden Axe, because Golden Axe has a little bit of depth to it, and you know, this doesn't. I mean, in Golden Axe you can walk into the background and foreground, so it doesn't really play like Golden Axe, but perhaps in the same similarities between the two. In this one, obviously, you pick up different weapons. You can change your weapons. And that's obviously a big part of the game, is actually building up your character's level. And as your character's level goes up, your weapon will get stronger. So you'll start off with the sword, and it's very short and it doesn't do a lot of damage. And as you level up, your sword will get longer, and like an energy kind of energy shield will come off your sword, kind of like Zelda. And that actually gives you much further range, and it's easier to attack enemies with. And then same with, you'll get like I don't know what you call it, like a sickle, like a chainmail kind of weapon. And chainmail is a type of armor, isn't it? Yeah, you get a chain, and once again, as you level up, the chain will get longer. And then of course you get an axe. A lot of people, like I said, don't like the axe. The axe is the strongest weapon, and it certainly kills a lot of enemies in one hit, where it might take two with the sword, but it's very short range and it's the slowest, so a lot of people don't like the axe. You also have bombs, which is a little strange. You collect bombs, and you can throw them at enemies. Obviously, you gotta save them for bosses. And other than that, you got a life bar, obviously, and for killing enemies you can get your power-ups, which will usually be life, but there will be different weapons or level ups as well. So, I mean, pretty typical game. There's nothing really radically different about it, but the music's awesome. I mean, just listen to the music. And here's another boss. Now this one's hard. I had a very hard time on this boss. I cannot avoid the big chain and wrecking ball that he throws at you. And then of course you gotta fight the ball, which makes sense. Very typical, isn't it? Well, the ball has its own power. And there we go. Boss is a little easier if you have a lot of bombs, because you can throw the bombs and not be close enough where he can hit you with the ball. So once again, you do get bombs, but you know, you don't want to waste them. Save them for a boss like that. There may be some other secret to that boss that I never figured out, but this is about as far as I made it. I couldn't get but past this level. That last boss pretty much drained all my men, and this level here, you're working your way up. Once again, wicked music. Just listen to the music in this game. Even the game over music is awesome, isn't it? Just amazing music in this game.